Toledo Cherokee at the Ice House in Junior A hockey, taking on Southern Tier in tonight's game. And we have an opportunity to chat with a couple of very familiar hockey players who come up through the system and played in high school hockey and now doing very well with the Toledo Cherokee. Ricky Kwapich, who we knew from playing for St. Francis, and of course the state champion St. Francis team, and Ben Hamilton from rival St. John's. And they had some big clashes over the years, and we might talk about that a little bit. But thanks for being with us here. And maybe I'll ask both of you, how has the transition been? Obviously, going from high school hockey to the junior hockey is a major step, but the high school hockey was extremely competitive, and I think that probably prepared you well for making this step.
Yeah, I mean, I was fortunate enough to play on a state championship team, and we had very hard practices, and our opponents weren't easy by any means. But this junior league, it's a lot faster, so it just takes you a little bit to get used to it. But once you're used to it, you kind of grow into it.
Yeah. What about you?
Yeah, it's definitely a lot what Ricky said. It's much faster. There's also a lot more depth through all four lines. So
yeah. You got to certainly have to adjust to that, but the level of coaching has gotten extremely good in high school hockey, and with the St. Francis, you're playing with guys that played professional hockey and major league hockey, and coaching you, and they know the game, and certainly I think that also has to help you. Yeah,
I mean, they shared a lot of their knowledge with me that helped me grow as a hockey player. So did Coach Kenny here, so I'm very fortunate for that.
Yeah, Chris Varga, in fact, he was involved with the Cherokee at one time too, so he certainly knows a lot about that. Same thing with you. You always got good coaching there at St. John's.
Yeah, we were under Mike Hayes and Jason Sinkowski, and I was a defenseman, so I talked a lot with Jason Sinkowski, and he was definitely a guy with a lot of knowledge. He played college hockey at Miami University, so got a lot of knowledge there that helped me here. So
what brought you to the Toledo Cherokee program? They've been around a long time. Obviously, one of the good things about the program is it gives it opportunity for local area kids to keep playing at a very high competitive level. What led you to end up joining the team?
Well, actually, I've been talking a few years before Sat passed away. He wanted me to come and play, so I just kept telling him, just wait. I'm gonna make a decision here soon. And then I finally, Coach Kenny contacted me, and I agreed to sign a tender with them, and the rest is history.
Yeah. Was there a thought a little bit of, hey, you know what, we might win a state championship. I want to be part of that before I make the jump?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking. And I also wanted to sign the tender because I kept on telling Seth that I'd come and play, so it's kind of for him too.
Yep, absolutely. And that's a great fitting legacy there too. What about you? How did you end up wearing the Cherokee sweater?
Well, I played for the Cherokee most of my life before high school, and then once I got out, I actually didn't play for a year, and then my parents saw Sappy at the Winter Classic Walleye game last year, and he asked my parents if I wanted to come out and skate for a week, and I did that and ended up playing for the team. So I'm here this year as well. So.
And that's another good thing they've done is instituted Cherokee teams at lower levels, and certainly that's a good feeder system. Now, what's it like playing on the same team? You guys butted heads together for so long back in the high school days, and now you're teammates. Is that kind of different?
Well, actually, I've played with Ben for my whole life growing up, so it was we were always friends, but then it was a little different when we played high school together. Because we kind of had to put our friendship aside, but now it's definitely good playing with him again. Yeah, because he's a great defenseman.
Well, so let me ask you this: how did you adjust to playing against him in big games?
Oh, well, certainly he can say the same thing. We both had an advantage on each other because we've both been playing with each other, so we kind of know each other's flaws and what each other are good at. So that kind of helped a lot.
You'd echo those comments?
Yeah, it's exactly what he said. I mean, you'll still kind of say hi to the guy when you're playing against him, just because you've been buddies for so long. But yeah. It's a good time. So
say hi to him before you jam him into the boards and say nothing personal as you skate away, right? Talk a little bit about the state championship experience. I remember back when you were a freshman, and even though you took some lumps there at that time, you could see you had a lot of good hockey players. They were just very young, and I take some pride in the fact that I was saying those guys could win a state championship someday, and it actually occurred. Talk about how you felt in the early days and then through the years to when you finally ended up winning it.
Well, it was definitely a roller coaster. My first and second year playing for St. Francis, these guys put a good whooping on us, but I think that kind of made us mature a little bit, and we started talking to some guys to come on in my senior year, and we were fortunate enough to set a school record going 19-0 to the start of the season, and then we had a few losses, but then we got our mind straight and wanted to win a state championship, so we went out and did it.
Yeah, it might have not been a horrible thing in retrospect to lose a couple of games, just so you were not overconfident going into the real big ones.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what we were thinking.
Yep. What about you? You had some great teams at St. John's. You had some of those epic battles with Northview, and you didn't quite get over the hump to get to states. If you had, you might easily have won a couple yourself, but it was a great experience, I'm sure, playing with some outstanding teams.
Right. Yeah, it was a great 4 years. Played with a lot of good players, especially my sophomore and junior and senior year, those years were on varsity. But yeah, hats off to these guys for winning one. It's definitely a cool experience. So.
No question. Well, hey, who knows? Maybe you can win something even bigger here with the Toledo Cherokee. But it's great to get to continue to see you guys play and continue your partnership together instead of having to say I'm sorry about that when you clash against each other on the ice. But thanks for joining us. Good luck with the Cherokee.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ricky Kwapich from St. Francis and Ben Hamilton from St. John's now with the Toledo Cherokee North American 3 Junior A Hockey League.